So,
Bro,
how do you feel?
I was napping before I came.
Remember what I told you last time?
What'd you tell me?
The nap when you can now?
Oh, yeah. That's definitely what I was doing. It's hard for me to nap though, bro.
Does your baby
I'm not
sleep?
even gonna lie.
Like, often?
During the day only. During the night, she's up, bro, like all night. She's literally a night owl. Cynthia saved me though because I had like knocked out, and then,
You weren't waking up.
well, I didn't even like set an alarm. It was like a couple of hours ago, and then she came in and she was like, "What time is your haircut?" And I was like, 2. So okay, well you need to put an alarm.
Yeah.
But if she would have like taken a nap also,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I would have woke up, but maybe not.
How was the appointment? Y'all had an appointment with the baby, right?
Yeah. So it was her 2-week visit,
Uh-huh.
and she's good. Everything is good. I was telling Cynthia, I'm like, well, at least her big head is normal.
Okay.
I'm like, damn, she got a big head.
She what?
I'm like, damn, she got a big head. But
I mean,
it's normal though.
they grow into it.
When she was born, she had some like a loose hip,
Okay.
and like I don't know if you remember, like the pediatrician comes in and like checks the baby and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
So she was checking the baby, doing all this stuff, and then she was saying how her left hip was kind of loose, and it wasn't like fully in the socket.
Okay.
It was like clicking and stuff.
Okay.
But she checked her today, and she said that it's still a little loose, but the clicking
Yeah.
of like the hip not being in the socket is like pretty much gone.
The socket?
The clicking, like the clicking
Oh.
noise that lets her know that it's still loose.
Yeah.
Is like almost gone, so that's good.
Oh, okay, good.
But we're still gonna go to orthopedic
Yeah.
just to get her checked.
Just to make sure, yeah.
But she was saying that it's normal, like all babies kind of go through that.
Okay.
It just depends on like
How they
how
come out, right?
they're growing
Yeah.
and all that stuff. So.
And how Cynthia, how was the labor for her?
So she did more than 24 hours of unmedicated laboring.
You're lying.
Straight up.
Dang.
And the last couple hours she couldn't anymore. So she got an epidural. But then the epidural didn't fully work on her either.
No way.
Yeah.
She could still feel?
She has like a high like tolerance, I guess.
Okay.
So she could still feel, so like she couldn't feel the cramping,
Okay.
like the contractions. She
Yeah.
couldn't feel those, but she could feel whenever the doctor would come in and check her.
Yeah,
You know
uh-huh.
that they basically
Yeah.
put their whole freaking hand inside of you.
Yeah.
And they
They're
check
kind
you
of
or whatever.
rough too. Like that's.
Bro, it is because they're like they gotta check.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, they just be going in.
No. Yeah. They go ham for real.
So she could feel that though.
Yeah.
And when they would do the, whenever they put the, what is it, catheter? The little thing
Uh-huh.
inside of her? Because when you get the epidural, like, you can't, like, really pee
Yeah.
normally. So when they put that on her, she could feel that.
Okay.
And so it was, like, weird. So they had to give her, like, stronger medicine.
And like discomfort also, I'm guessing, right? Could she feel your baby coming out or no?
So that's the thing. Whenever we were pushing, the baby was facing up, which is not ideal. They said like you want the baby to be facing down when she comes out because it's easier.
Yeah.
They said that the baby can come out facing up, but it's harder.
Isn't that breech? Isn't that what breech means?
I have no idea, to be honest with you.
I've heard. I don't know if that. I'm probably wrong,
But she said it's
That's how your
possible.
daughter was born?
It's just a harder birth,
okay.
and you use more energy because you have to push more. Like you have to push harder.
Harder, yeah.
So then, while she was pushing, But everything looked good. Everything looked good. She went all the way to 10 centimeters dilated.
Oh wow.
Cervix was super thin. You know, like all the signs looked good. But
Yeah.
then for some reason, like when we were pushing, she kind of stopped making progress. Like I don't know why.
Well, I mean, she was probably tired. Like 24 hours. That's crazy.
Maybe that's probably what it was.
I can see that happening.
So then the baby was facing up, so she had to use more energy.
Yeah.
Then the baby got stuck, and then we had to have an emergency C-section.
Oh no.
And so that was like a whole thing.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
so
man.
traumatizing.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It was traumatizing because that's not what we planned for.
Yeah.
And then seeing like Cynthia go through all that.
Yeah.
Nah, that was crazy.
And then they let you in there, right?
Yeah, I was in there.
Okay. Yeah, and it's literally y'all. I mean, she's awake. So like.
Bro, and then the medication they were giving her like made her
Loopy.
puke.
Yeah. Oh really?
Made her puke like crazy.
Oh no.
So it was just wild. It was wild. Like I know C-sections are like normal or common.
Yeah.
But
you didn't know to what extent.
Yeah, like it's just different when you're in it.
Yeah.
And then like seeing your wife go through that and trying so hard for so long, and then just to be told that, hey, like
we have to.
It didn't work, you know, like.
Yeah.
Because she was starting to develop an infection.
Yeah.
And the baby's heart rate was
that's what happened with
starting to elevate.
Yeah.
So like instead of dropping, it was elevating.
Yeah.
Super fast. But she had told her before, before she like fully got the infection, she was just like, I can see you like developing an infection. You know, like her eyes were starting to get like black, like darker.
Okay.
And so she was like, yeah.
Oh, that's scary.
So she was like, before you full on get an infection, we just need to have this baby.
Yeah.
And so it was sad because of the way her body reacted, she wasn't able to hold baby right away.
Oh no.
And she was like, basically, she was basically unconscious for like 2-3 hours.
Really?
In recovery, before she could even like kind of pull herself together to like hold baby. So that was hard, and that's something that she's still like dealing with emotionally.
Yeah.
So she's still kind of dealing with that. You know, just kind of like robbed in a way of those moments.
Yeah.
So that was hard, and then like, I was like a wreck.
Yeah.
Like I don't think you know this, but I'm like a crybaby.
Yeah.
Whenever something like really hits me, I'm like a crybaby. So watching her go through that, and then like when they finally took the baby out, hearing her cry for the first time.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All the emotions
made me cry.
Yeah.
But then I didn't want to leave Cynthia because
she's
like my priority. Like,
yeah.
You know, like, and so I was just like, just there with her, and then she was like, go with baby, and I was like, no, I'm not. I don't want. Like, I want to, but I'm not gonna leave you.
Yeah.
You know, because they take the baby out, but they still gotta close her up.
Yeah,
you know, so she's like, go with baby, and I'm like, no, like I'm gonna be here with you. I'm gonna stay here with you.
Yeah.
Bro, and then she tells me, she was like, go because I can't go.
And you were like, no,
oh God, bro.
stop. That gave me chills.
I was already bawling my eyes
Yeah.
out, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and so then when she said that, I was like, okay. Like, I went over there. Baby was like crying, and then I gave her like my pinky.
Yeah.
And she
And
held
she was
my
like,
pinky.
yeah.
She held my pinky and she stopped crying.
Aww.
I was talking to her. I'm like, hey, I'm here. Like, daddy's here.
Yeah.
Daddy's here. Like, it's okay. Like,
Aww.
stop crying.
Stop. That's awesome.
So it's been crazy. It's been like obviously like no sleep.
So after she woke up, she was able to hold her, or like was she like hurting?
Yeah, kinda. She was able to kind of hold her, but not like. So like I'll put it to you this way: the first night was all me.
Yeah.
Actually, the whole week we were there was basically all me.
Yeah.
like taking care of baby, feeding her, changing her.
Yeah.
Like the first 2 nights, especially, was all me. That third night that we had to stay there, she was better, so she was holding baby more. You know, like being with her and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot because I was taking care of both of them. You know, I
Yeah.
was taking care of both of them, and it was crazy.
You weren't expecting any of it. Either.
Uh,
Like, I'm pretty sure y'all both had like a
well,
idea of like what was gonna happen and how y'all were gonna, or like even like a plan. Maybe not like.
it's partly our fault because we never planned for the C-section. I
Gotcha.
guess because we just
You just thought
didn't
was
think it
gonna
wouldn't
be-
happen.
Yeah.
Like we never thought about the possibility, and so that's like a little bit on us.
Yeah.
You know, if we would have planned for it, then it would have been a little bit better.
Yeah.
Because even like our bags, like our go bags, we only had them. We were
For
only,
like a couple of days.
for like a day.
Yeah.
Like you know, like just
Yeah.
kind of hang out and then get out of there.
Yeah.
But it's been
How
really,
how has your experience been so far? Like,
it's been
as
great.
you know.
It's been great. No one can really prepare you for those trenches that you're gonna be in.
Yeah.
They can
Yep.
tell you all they want, but bro, when you're in them,
Yeah. The trenches.
they're the trenches for real, bro.
Like y'all don't get to shower when
It's
y'all
hell.
want.
It's
like,
hell.
y'all don't get
I didn't
to eat
shower
when
for
y'all
like
want.
3 days. Not because I didn't want to. I forgot.
Yeah. You prioritize sleep over
It's
anything
literally
else.
it's literally hell. I was so frustrated the other day. I punched the bed, but like in a funny way.
Yeah.
You know, I was
Yeah.
like, bro, I was
Like,
like, bro,
what is it?
I just changed her and like punched the bed.
I saw the
And
post
then-
that you put, like the diaper one.
Yeah,
That's funny.
where we were so sleep deprived one night that Sienna had woke up. She was crying, bro, wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
And luckily her mom was there that night, so she had asked her mom for help. So her mom was like kind of helping, and I was in the room, just kind of waiting because there was nothing I could do because I had already tried.
Yeah.
And so she was like with the grandma, like she was trying to help us. And so
Yeah.
then like I was kind of scrolling on Instagram on like reels, and then I came across this reel that was like funny, but like I don't think it was that funny if I had gotten rest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It was funny, but I don't think it was that funny
Yeah.
if I would have had a full night's rest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bro, I was dying for like 20 minutes straight. And I went out there to show Cynthya, and then Cynthya started dying. Bro, it was so funny.
That's funny.
Nah, it's cool though because like honestly the way it all happened was only something that God could make happen. Only he could orchestrate because whenever I was younger, like you know, God gave me like a word. Did I tell you this?
No?
He gave me like a word through this preacher.
Okay.
I knew this preacher, but like we knew each other, but he more so knew my family.
Yeah.
He didn't really know like my personal life. Like we knew each other, like
Yeah.
but he didn't know my personal life. And so long story short, he was praying for me, and all of a sudden he just says like, God wants me to tell you that you're gonna be like a great father one day, and you're gonna
Aw.
be better than what you had. You're gonna be better than your dad.
Yeah.
And so then, brother, I was like, when I was like 12.
Okay.
I was like 12, right? And so then fast forward to like me being married. Like my dad never got married. He was abusive.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. I get married. I have to learn how to like be, because I had like anger issues a lot. So I had to learn to be like slow to anger, patience, kindness with Cynthia, because I mean obviously like I just can't I can't be those things, right? Like it's not. So I had to learn to like not be
Yeah,
angry.
you didn't have him or a father figure
No,
at that age.
I had male figures like my uncles
Yeah.
and my grandpa and stuff like that, but like nothing compares to like your dad.
Yeah.
You know, you can have great male role models, and I did, but it's just like not the same as like your dad, right? So like I had to learn to like not be angry. I had to learn to be kind and patient. And so then fast forward to when we found out we were having a baby. And then when we found out it was a girl, it was like confirmation, like that God wants me. You know, if I'm gonna have a boy, like maybe he'll give me a boy, but he wants me to have a girl first.
Yeah.
Because it almost like fulfills like the word he spoke over my life. You know, when I was like 12 years old.
Yeah.
It almost like completes it. So learning how to be kind, and now I get to do it again, and like do it better and treat my daughter like in a way that I know he wants me to treat her.
Yeah.
And so then that part, and then when Cynthia had the unplanned C-section, just learning how to like care for her and be patient and like serve her the way God wants me to. And I learned that through my stepdad.
Yeah.
Whenever my mom had cancer.
Yeah.
Whenever my mom had cancer, he was taking care of her and my 2 little brothers. Like, so he set the example like early. You know, she'd be in bed and he wakes up at 5 in the morning every day anyways.
Yeah.
But whenever she was sick, you know, he's up at 5 making breakfast for my brothers.
Yeah.
Breakfast for her, getting her meds. And then like I saw that example really early. So then Cynthia she's down, can't do nothing.
Yeah.
I'm up,
Yeah.
changing baby, feeding her, making sure Cynthia eats, making sure she's taking her meds. Like, it's like literally every big moment in my life set me up for this, and it's only something God can do.
That's
because it doesn't make any sense, you know, like the way it all lines up.
Yeah. And then even things that you don't even notice at that time that you're going through them, like, oh yeah, this is happening. Like people always say things happen for a reason. Things happen to, you know, God puts you through a path for a reason and for something better and bigger in your life. Yeah. But you don't really, until you experience it, you're like, whoa.
Yeah. Apparently too, we learned that like C-section recovery is harder once you've already like labored.
Oh.
So apparently,
like tried
to push and all that stuff. So apparently that's why like her recovery has been also a little bit more tough.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Versus like if you just plan it. I didn't know that.
It kind of makes sense because like you said, she was already laboring for so many hours.
Putting your body through,
yeah,
you know.
She was already probably exhausted.
Yeah.
But
I told her, she was like getting frustrated the other day, and I told her, I was like, she was like, you know, like, it's just frustrating that I can't do nothing. Like, she's a lot better now, but she still can't like really do nothing. She can't drive.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I told her like, I was just like, just be patient, rest. I told her, I was like, often the longest journeys are the best ones. I just told her, just be patient.
I bet this is teaching both of you guys a whole new level of patience also.
Yeah.
I remember when I had my C-section, I felt useless because I had like my mom doing everything for me, and like I just wanted to get up. I wanted to like, you know, try and do, but at that time it was really hard and frustrating. But how's Cecia's like recovery now? Like how's she doing now? Like are the meds helping her?
Yeah, the meds are helping her. She made the mistake of thinking that because she doesn't feel anything right away, she cannot take the meds.
Oh, gotcha.
But I'm like, girl, your whole body was cut in half.
Yeah. You know,
you cannot
C-sections
go
are the
that
only
long.
surgery that they have to cut through 7 layers of skin through.
I didn't know it was that many, but I knew it was. Yeah. I knew it was intense.
Yeah, I learned that. So yeah, even though she feels like, oh yeah, she can get up. Like you said, she has high pain tolerance. So I'm pretty sure she was already trying to like get up and move. But don't let her. Are you on like break or leave from work? Like
I go back Monday. I was off the last 2 weeks.
Okay.
So the week we went in, the 17th, till, you know, till today, I guess. For Sunday, if you include the weekend, but I'll be back Monday. It makes me sad. It's obviously like a life-changing moment, but it's for me like it just feels so so natural. Like it's like an honor.
Yeah.
It's like an honor to be able to serve my wife in this new chapter of our life and like serve our baby
Yes.
and like be there for them, you know? Like it just feels like I know some people have it's like an adjustment, and it is an adjustment, but for me personally, it's been an adjustment, but it's still like it's felt like a natural
kind of.
yeah, just like like that, and just like a natural adjustment
Okay.
where like yes, it's hard, and yes,
It's
different, it's challenging, and it's sucks,
but you're able to like.
but I'm just like in there, like I'm here, you know?
Yeah.
Like I just want to do everything with her.
Yeah. Teach you how to ride a bike.
Yeah, everything. Just like we went to the pediatrician appointment, and afterwards we went to a coffee shop.
That's cool.
We didn't stay there long, but like we were just there, like getting coffee.
Has Cynthia had her checkup, like with her doctor?
Monday. Also, like I feel like C-section technology has come very far.
Yeah.
From when I guess they started doing them. My tia had 3 C-sections, and she got staples for all of them.
That's crazy.
She's older.
They have dissolvable stitches now, so you don't even have to go and get that.
They kind of just
disappear.
Bro, and then when I was with baby, whenever she got delivered, I turned to look at the surgery table. I saw all the sisters' insides. I'm like,
yeah, because they move. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
It's really, and then the smell. Like, do you remember the smell? Or no?
You have to remind me.
It's just weird. Like, it's not like, okay, kind of como una carnicería whenever you walk in.
Yeah.
But it's not like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You smell, I guess, meat or whatever, but it's just, I don't know. With medicine, combined with medicine. Weird.
It didn't like gross me out or anything, but it's just like it's a lot. I'm like, damn, like that's a lot like that they're doing.
Did she knock out while they were taking the baby in the C-section? Whenever she's in the table, they start the C-section. Like, was she like coming in and out of sleep or no?
She was awake.
Okay.
She was awake, but it was just the meds that kind of threw her off.
Yeah. I honestly think they drugged me a lot more than I needed to because I was in and out of sleep during that process. Yeah.
She was so scared whenever she was going to do the C-section. Not necessarily because she was getting the C-section, but because she was scared that she was going to be able to feel it. Because she was like, before they started, she was like, my body does not take like anesthesia well. Like,
yeah,
y'all gonna have to
up it,
drug me up or something.
Yeah.
Like, and they're like, yeah, we're gonna test you really good before we start. So like I don't know what they did to test her because I couldn't see. They put
even if
the
it's
big
just
old
like
curtain.
a scalpel or something, like that's not going to do nothing unless
Yeah, because you're about to cut through
7
7
Yeah.
layers. So they tested her and she could feel like the pressure of it, like the touching of it. And then there was a couple times where she could feel a little bit of pain, but not like.
That's crazy.
Obviously not like 100%.
Yeah.
And then I think it went away after like the first maybe like 5-10 minutes. Because the C-section itself doesn't really like take long.
No, it doesn't. I think it's like a 15
I think
minute.
it takes longer to put you back together than to take out the baby.
Yeah. They literally moved her intestines and all her organs to the side.
I think that's what I saw.
Yeah.
I think that's what I saw whenever.
Take out the baby and then put him back together.
Yeah, they just throw them back in there.
Yeah.
Did you know that? They just throw them back in there because they like adjust on their own, your intestines?
Like that, yeah. You didn't get like dizzy or like if you were gonna faint. Some people some guys.
The only reason why the only reason why I started seeing blurry was because not because of that, was because I hadn't ate.
Oh yeah.
And I have high blood pressure, and so my blood pressure was like.
Oh yeah.
My blood pressure was high. I was like dehydrated. Obviously, the emotional toll that I was going through was like a lot. And so I think that's why bro, I had a migraine like crazy. It was so bad it lasted till the next day. And the only thing that kept me going from not passing out was that in my head I'm like, no, I have to take care of Cynthia. Like I have to make sure she's okay.
Yeah.
And so I was able to kind of feel better after like 2 days or a day and a half. It's just a lot. The emotional toll is a lot.
And then, did y'all have like a lot of people visiting you guys when y'all?
So we weren't gonna have no visitors if everything was okay. If everything had went to plan, we weren't gonna have any visitors because we just didn't want all them people coming through. And you know, we're gonna be home in like a day. Just come to the house. But once we had the C-section, we had our parents come. No matter how old we get, we want our parents.
Yeah.
We want our parents sometimes.
Exactly. Especially if, you know, y'all are comfortable with y'all's parents and they went through that, if not even more than you guys did, you know? You can use their experience, also their advice, and just even their company. It's really good. So I'm glad y'all
Yeah,
had
so
to have that.
we had visitors throughout the week. Not a lot. We limited who would come.
Yeah.
But we did have a few visitors once we kind of realized we would stay longer.
How much you want to bet that maybe in a couple haircuts from now, all of this is gonna be lighter? Your baby's gonna be pulling it. I have fathers that come in with that missing because their babies like pull on their beard.
Baby was asleep right now when I left.
Yeah, she's awake.
And Cynthia was asleep. As soon as I left, Cynthia texted me. She said she will wake up as soon as you leave.
Oh, you're slit. Almost.
Oh yeah. I was gonna have to go do it myself.
I always forget something. Helping anyway.
Shout out Cynthia.